Night.street at Gretchen's store. A soldier, brother of Gretchen. It used to be that I could sit at a banquet with anyone blowing his horn and the boys singing the praises of the girls they liked and empty their glasses to them, and all I had to do was to sit quietly with my elbows on the table, and when they'd finished their boasting, smile and stroke my beard, and raise my glass and say, "Every man to his taste." But there is a girl in the country to touch my Gretchen. Is there any girl that I called a candle to her? Round went the toasts, clink, clack, and some of them would yell, "He's right, she's the pick of the lot, the pick of womanhood," and the others hadn't a word to say. But now it's enough to make you pull your hair out into it or climb up the wall. Now any Tom, Dick, or Harry can turn up his nose at me and make his snigged remarks, and I have to sit there like a culprit, breaking into a sweat at any chance a word. I'm fit to smash their heads, all of them, but I can't call them liars. But who's this, sticking along? I believe there's two of them. If it's him, I'll collar him. He won't leave here alive. Faust, Mephistopheles. See how the light from the ever-burning lamp in the little chamber shines up through the window and spares, getting weaker and weaker till the surrounding darkness squishes it. I feel just like that inside, dark, nocturnal, and I'm all aching for something like an alley cat creeping past the fire escapes and then hugging the wall. I don't feel exactly wicked about it, just a little bit thievish, a little bit lecherous. It's the Walpurgis night getting into my system. It's due the day after tomorrow. Wonderful. That's when you know what it is to be alive. Is it the light from a hidden treasure that I see flicking over there? Yes, you will have the pleasure of lifting it yourself. I peeped at it the other day. I saw some lovely coins in it. Wasn't there a ring or a piece of jewelry for my girl to wear? I did see something of the sort, maybe a string of pearls. Good. It hurts me to go to see her without any presents. I don't see why you should mind having your pleasure for nothing occasionally. And now, with the sky full of stars, I'll let you hear a song, a real work of art. It's a morale song, just the sort that'll fool her. He sings to the zither. What are you after here at your lover's door at daybreak? Cassie, don't do it. He'll let you in as a virgin. You won't be one when you come out. once is done, then good night, you poor things. If you care for one another, give nothing away for love unless with a ring on your finger. Steps forward. Who are you enticing here, you cursed rat catcher? To hell first with your instrument, and then to hell with the singer. You've split the zither, it's no good now. Now we'll split hairs. To Faust. Hold your ground, Professor. Quick now, I'll lead. Stay close to me. Out with your sword. At him, I'll parry. Parry this one? Why not? And this? Certainly. I believe the devil's fighting me. What's this? My hands go lamb. To Faust. Let him have it. Faust. Oh! That settled him the lout. But now we must be off. We must disappear. There'll be a hue and a cry in no time. I'm on good terms with the police. But when it comes to murder, there's not much I can do. At the window. Help! Help! At the window. Bring a light. As above. They're scraping, shouting, yelling and fighting. One of them's killed. Coming out. Have the murders got away? Coming out. Who lies here? The son of your mother. Almighty God, this is fearful. I'm dying. It's soon said, and sooner done. What are you, woman, standing around for, weeping and wailing? Come here and listen to me. They all come closer. Gretchen, you're young still, young and foolish. You've made a mess of things, I'll tell you. Between you and me, you're just a plain whore, so be a real one. My brother, oh God, what will you see next? You leave God out of it. What's done can be undone, so on you go. You started off with one secretly, there'll be others soon. 1 round dozen have had you. The whole town will have you. When shamefulness is born in secret. You pull the vial of night over its head. You're ready to strangle it. But if it grows, if it gets bigger, it goes about day by day. Though it isn't any better to look at. The uglier it is, the more it seeks the light. I see the time coming when decent folk will keep away from you, show you your wanton, as if you were a putrid corpse. When they look you in the face, your heart will cool. No more gold necklace then. No more standing at the altar. No more fun at the dance in the last color. You'll have to hide in dark corners with beggars and creepers. God may forgive you, but on earth you'll be accused. Commend your soul to God. Do you want to die a blasphemer? If I could only get at your scratchy body, you fool go between. I might hope to find forgiveness, yes, and to spare for all my sins. Oh, my brother! Oh, what agony! I tell you, stop your bubbling. When you disgraced yourself, you dealt me the worst blow. I was a soldier, a good soldier. And now I must sleep, the sleep of death, and find my God. He dies. Cathedral. Service, organ, singing. Gretchen in a crowded congregation. The evil spirit behind her. How different it used to be, Gretchen, when in your childhood innocence you came to the altar and lisped your prayers from the one little prayer book. God mingled in your thoughts with the games you played. How is it now, with what sing in your heart? Are you praying for your mother's soul, who passed in sleep to endless torment? Through you, at your door, whose blood is it? And inside, you can't feel it yet. The something stirring, threatening you both, always with you. Oh, 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 to be rid of these thoughts that shudder to and fro, reproaching me. Dies illa, solve saculumi, favilla. Organ, the waltz of heaven seizes you. The trumpets sound. The graves are quaking, and your heart, roused from its ashes to suffer the flames, leaps in agony. Oh, to be out of here! These organ tones suffocate me. The chatting breaks me utterly. Judex ergo cum serebit quid letit ad parabit nili ludum remembit. I can't move. The palace imprison me. The great wood crushes me. I'm stiffly. Hide yourself, would you? Sin and shame cannot be hidden. You want air? You want light? No. Quid sum miser ductic durus, quem patrorus drogaturus, cum voc fes justice et gurus. Angels turn their faces from you. The pure shudder as the thought of touching you. Quid sum miser dicturus. Neighbor, your smelling bottle. She swoons. Walpurgis night. Harz mountains. Neighborhood of Shirker and Erland. Faust. Mephistopheles. Don't you wish you had a broomstick to ride on? The thing for me would be a tough old belly goat. We will go the way to go yet by this route, as long as my legs hold out. This cradle of a walking stick will do for me. What's the point of shouting our route, having to find our way through a tangle of valleys, and then climb these rocks with the everlasting waterfalls splashing down? Is just what spices a trip of this sort. Springs already got into the bridge trees, and even the pines are beginning to feel it. Why shouldn't we feel it too. Myself, I don't notice it. I'm all wintry. I hope the snow was here. Look at this melancholy moon rising so late. What there is of it, and not giving enough light to keep us from bumping into the trees and stumbling over a rock. Excuse me if I engage a will-o'-the-wisp. I see one there shining merrily. Hello, friend. Will you join us? No use wasting your light. Give us the benefit of it like a good fella. Here's where we're going up. Perhaps my respect for you will enable me to control my frivolous nature. I usually go in a zigzag. Listen to this. He's trying to intimate mankind. Go straight, damn it all, or I blow you and your filthy light out together. I see, sir, that you're the boss, and I'll do my best to oblige. But please don't forget that the mountain tonight is bewitched, and if a will-o'-the-wisp is guide to you, you mustn't be too particular. Saying in turn, it seems we have entered the realm of dreams and magic. Now do your best and lead us forward in the big barren spaces. Look at the trees, trees behind trees, whizzling past, and the cliffs stretching out over us, and the long-nosed rocks blowing and snoring, and little streams, tiny streams, spinning through the rocks, through the grass. I hear a rustling. Is it song? Is it love's three-lambent voices from those heavenly days? Voices of love, of hope? And there comes the echo like a tale of days gone by. And hark at the screeching owl, the night owl, the plover, the jay coming near and near. Have they all stayed awake? Is the lizards in the trunks, long legs, fat bellies, and see the gnarled roots twisting snake-like out of the rocks, out of the sand, to frighten us, to catch us, stretching their fibrous tentacles as they pass by. And the mice, holes of mice of every color running through the moss, the heather, and glowworms flying in swans, leading us off the trail. And tell me, are we standing still or moving, everything spinning round the rocks and trees, pulling faces at us, and the will-o'-the-wisp, more and more of them puffing themselves out? Take a good hold of my coattails. This is one of the middle-sized peaks, where you can see something that will surprise you. The whole mountain, made luminous by Mammon, the Lord of Wales. What a curious dim light there is in the lower regions, like the red sky at dawn, and feeling its way into the very deepest chambers. Mist rising here, stretches of it there, the glow shining through, creeping along in threads, breaking out like a cascade reaching down the valley in countless vials, and a patch of it in a hook there all by itself. Look at those sparks flying close by like golden sand scattered in the air, and see the whole rocky cliffs lift up from top to bottom. Yes, doesn't Mammon do a good job of illuminating his palace for the festival? You're lucky to have seen it, and now I can hear the unruly guests arriving. My, what a ragging owl! Hitting me, slapping me in the back of the neck. You must hang on to these ropes of rock, or down you'll go into the depths. The mist makes it darker than ever. Do you hear? the cracking in the trees flaying up the studded owls. Do you hear the columns of the ancient great palace splintering, the branches creaking and snapping, the roots grating, gaping, the tree trunks thundering down, falling on one another in dreadful confusion, with the wind howling in the chains they cover? Can you hear voices in the air, some near, some far off? Yes, the magic singing is steaming across the high side. The witches are heading for the brook. The stubble is yellow, the crop is green. That's where they all gather, with Euban beside. So on we go over step and stone. The billy goat stinks, the witch takes it. Mother Bubble's coming by herself, riding on a soul. Let Mother Bubble take the lead. The place of honor is hers. With those two in from the rest of the witches will follow. Which way did you come? I came by eastern sky. I peeped into an owl's nest. Oh, how is that? To hell with you, why ride so fast? She's grabbed me. Look at my wounds. The road is broad, the road is long, what a mess strewn this is. The hair folks picks, the broom scratches, the child chokes, the mother bursts. We're crying like snails. The women are all in the lead. When it's a visit to the devil, the women are 1,000 paces ahead. We don't worry about that, the woman does it in 1,000 paces, but however fast she goes, the man does it in one big jump. From above. Come with us, come up from the rocky lake. From below. We'd like to come up. We are washed and clean, but we shall never bear. The wind has dropped, the stars are gone, the moonlight's too high too. The magic chorus roll along, is scattering thousands of sparks. From below. Stop! Stop! From above. Who's calling out of the cleft? From below. Take me with you, take me with you. I've been climbing for 300 years, and I can't reach the summit where I belong. You can ride a broom, ride a stake, ride a heifer, ride a goat. If you can't get a moo on today, you're lost. From below. I've been tottering behind for ages. The others are so far ahead. I have no peace at home and can't find any here. The sail will make its witch's boat, a rag will do it for a sail, any tub will do for boat. Fly in the air today, or you never will. And when we reach the summer spread out and cover the whole ground with witches, they settle. They crowd and push and rush and rattle. They hiss and twirl and toad and bubble. They shy and crackle and stink and burn. There's witches for you. Now stick close to me or we'll lose one another in a minute. Where are you? At a distance. Here. Have they carried you that far? I have to use my authority. Make way, Warland. The devil is coming. Make way, good people, make way. Here, Professor, grab hold of me and, in one dash, we'll get out of the crowd. It's too much. even for me. There's a queer light shining yonder. I feel drawn to those bushes. Come on, we'll slip over there. You spirit of contradiction, but anyway, lead on. I begin to think you managed it well. We came to the broken and Walpurgis night, and then, having a ride, we go off into a corner. See there, what a nice bonfire. It's a merry club meeting. We shall feel more at home in a small circle. But I'd rather be up on top. I can see the lights and the smoke whirling. The crowd is steaming up to the evil one. Would be solving some riddles there. Yes, and setting up some new ones. You just let the great world wag. We'll have a quiet time here. We'll make a little world inside the big one. It's often down. I see some young witches there all naked, and some old ones who know what to cover up. Be nice to them for my sake, no effort and lots of fun. I can hear music playing, a cursed noise. You have to get used to it. Come along. You come back out now. I'll lead the way and introduce you, find you some new friends. What do you say? It isn't so small a place. Look, you can hardly see the end. There's 100 bonfires burning in a row, people dancing, chatting, cooking, drinking, making love. Tell me, now, where you'd find anything better? Are you going to play the devil here, or the magician? I usually travel incognito. I'm very careful about it, as you know. But on gala days, you can be seen wearing your orders. I can't boast of a garter, but the horse hoof commands respect. Do you see the snow there? Clouding towards me, feeling its way with its face. It smelled me out already. No use trying to conceal myself here. Come along. We'll go from fire to fire. I'll be the wooer, and you'll be the lover. To a few, sitting by a dying fire. Well, old gentleman, what are you doing here? I'd think better of you if I found you in the midst of things. In all the useful revels, we're alone enough when we're at home. You can't trust nations, however much you do for them. The young are always first. It's the same with nations as with women. We've stayed too far off the right track. Give me the good people we once had. When we were on the top, that was a golden age. We weren't such fools, yet we often did what we shouldn't. But now everything's gone topsy-turvy, and just when we wanted to hang on to it. Who today wants to read a book of even moderate intelligence? As for the younger generation, they're cheekier than ever. Who suddenly appears very old. On this, my last ascent of the Witch's Mountain, I feel that the people are ready for the judgment day. My sands are running out, and so the world is on the way out too. Gentlemen, don't hurry past. Don't miss this opportunity. Look at my wares. I have all sorts of things in my store, but nothing that hasn't done serious harm. Not a dagger, but has drawn blood. Not a cup, but poison into a healthy body. Not a jewelry, but has seduced a good woman. Not a sword, but has played false. May be wrong. Its opponent. Through the back.
My old friend, you're behind the times. What's done is done with. Go in for novelties. Novelties is what we want now.
What a reality it all is. I almost lose my identity.
They're all streaming up to the summit. You think you're pushing, and you're being pushed.
Who's that?
Take a close look at her. It's Lilith.
Who?
Adam's first wife. Beware of her lovely locks, unique in their beauty. When she catches a young man with them, she doesn't soon let go.
There's two there, an old witch and a young one. They've hoped about plenty already.
There's no rest for anyone today. Here's another dance starting. Come on, we'll help ourselves.
Dancing with the young one.
Once I had a lovely dream. I saw an apple tree with two shining apples on it. I climbed up after them.
You've always liked apples ever since paradise. It pleases me to think that my garden bears on. With the old one.
Once I had a lurid dream. I saw a cleft tree. It had a hole in it. Big as it was, I like it.
My compliments to the Knight of the Roof. Already you know what, unless you funk it.
You cursed people! What presumption! Haven't we proved it to you long ago that a spirit has no feet to stand on? And here you are dancing like ordinary mortals.
Dancing. What's he doing at our ball? Dancing. Oh, he goes everywhere. Others dance and he judges them. If he can't discuss every step, it's as if it was never taken. What annoys him most is when we progress. If he would just go round in a circle, as he does in that old mail of his, he might approve, especially if you praise him for it.
Are you still there? This is an outrage. Off you go. Haven't we had the age of reason? These devil folk, they won't obey the rules. We're so bright now, and yet there's still a ghost in tango. I worked so long against superstition, yet we never get rid of it. It's an outrage.
Will you just stop making yourself a nuisance?
I tell your spirits to your face, I won't have this tyranny of the spirits. I have no spirit for it.
They go on dancing.
Today I see it's one of my bad days, but I don't mind taking a journey at a trust. Before I finish, I shall exorcise both devils and poets. He'll go now and sit in a poodle. That's his way of rewarding himself. If leeches settle on his arse, he'll be cured of spirit and spirits too.
To Faust, who was withdrawn from the dance.
Why did you let the pretty girl go? She sang so beautifully when she was dancing.
While she was singing, a red mouse jumped out of her mouth.
That's all right. You mustn't be too fussy. At least, the mouse wasn't grey. Who cares, anyway? In a flirtation.
Then I saw
what?
Mephisto. Look there. A lovely girl, so pale, standing off by herself. She's sliding slowly away as if her feet were bound together. I confess, she looks to me like my dear Gretchen. Keep away from her. She's no good to anyone. She's a phantom, an image not living. She's not safe. That fixed stare of hers conjures your blood and nearly turns you into stone. You've heard of the Medusa, haven't you? Yes, I see. It's the eyes of the dead, now closed by a loving hand. This is the breast that Gretchen offered me, the sweet body that I enjoyed. All magic, you simpleton. She looks like his sweetheart to every man. What joy! What suffering! I can't take my eyes off her. Strange how the right line round her lovely neck suits her. Not wider than the back of a knife. You're right. I can see it too. She can carry her head under her arm as well. Perseus cut it off. Can't you get over this love of illusions? Come along up this little hill. It's as merry here as in the Prater, and, unless I'm mistaken, there's a theater there. What are they doing? They're just beginning again. A new piece, the last of 7. It's usual here to do 7. A dilettante wrote it and dilettantes acted. Excuse me, sirs, if I leave you. I have a dilettante impose to draw up the curtain. It's the right and proper that I should find you on the palkin. This is where you belong.